Hey everybody, it's Derek with Clash in the North here, bringing you a recap from our range war this weekend over at North Awakens. Uh, we matched with a clan LP5 Titan. Had a breakdown of 3 Town Hall 10s and 27 9s. We'll take a look at everything they did to our bases. Uh, very major props to both sides base building. 9s were left up on the board on both sides. They left a lot of 9s up, so I'm really proud of the guys we have here building some bases. We did get 2 Town Hall 10 triples. At the end of the war, we kind of allowed our guys to go for that. We could have cleared the 9s, but we had already won, and it's important to get that practice time in on some other bases you're not seeing. So again, we're gonna start with that. We got Odd. I mean, just this guy's an absolute beast, just an absolute monster here. Coming in with an AQ walk, La Lune. So he's going to come in just as 2 healers. So it's really, really well planned out. Just come in, clear out, drops on that early rage because he's got 3-point defense, only 2 healers, has to pop the ability even. It's all just about getting this little side of the base, getting the Inferno Tower taken care of, and then coming around and getting the air defense. So as that goes on, Queen not in any threat. The multi-inferno isn't going to do any damage to her when that's the only thing on her. Going to go ahead and get healed back up. Drops down an archer to start creating that funnel. He's going to try and send his king in just a second. Goes ahead, pops that rage. The healers will stay in that and keep everything nice and full. The king is going to come in there and open everything, and he's going to come in there and open everything up. Goes ahead and drops a wizard to start funneling the one way. Says another rage. I mean, that's 3 rages on this queen walk. Queen almost dies. Just goes so close. Just crazy close. When the king comes in and takes out the air defense with the help of the queen, they go ahead and lure the CC, drops that poison to slow that all down. And at this point, they're just clearing some trash. They've already got one AD down, wants to get that second one, but he's not waiting at all. Sends in the max hound, sends in the loon as well, and a few more loons of his own to back that up. Comes in the other angle with another hound soaking up all those traps, and just loons targeting everywhere. Goes ahead and freezes that Inferno Tower. The loons get on it right away, start moving in right onto that first air defense. The queen's taking care of that sweeper, which is a huge value for how much it was doing. Sends in his final hound at that air defense up at the top with some loons to take it all out. The last air defense goes down right as the queen dies. Just a perfectly timed walk there. Perfectly timed for everything to happen. The loons kind of stack up so that wizard tower does do quite a bit of damage, and then they start spreading back out again, which is all fine since the wizard tower cannot hurt them. At this point, it's just all clean up, just absolutely smash this base. Tons of minions, tons of loons, tons of pups. Everything going so well. Great job, Odd. Absolutely beast. The guy has 2 accounts in this war. Got 12 stars, so awesome job. Next, we'll drop down into some Town Hall 9 action. We've got Mike coming in here on their number 7 and using a stoned hobo. He's going to go ahead, drop down his first golem, set up some wizards to create that funnel, get that second golem down with more wizards to create that funnel nice and wide, and then the third one just to kind of come in there and tank the middle portion. As everything's moving across here, the funnel is set up, had tons of wizards, so everything's easily getting funneled right where he wants it. All broke in, so he gets that jump that's going to get him in right to the core. The rage is perfectly placed to let everything just do so much damage. He goes ahead and drops a poison on the CC. King's going to go up and take that out. Queen's still lagging behind, taking care of business. And then drops a second rage for his golems, the bowlers, and his queen. And then just starts trickling the hogs. Really smart, was very patient with his hogs on both sides of the base to allow them to be hitting distracted defenses, letting them group back up as they get into the middle, and keep moving around. Does hit a double giant bomb and loses a bunch of hogs here, which is really tough, but still going to be able to get this done. Just going to take some time to beat through some walls here. Still has that queen ability, and we'll kind of go a little bit faster through this because it does take a little bit. Not a lot of army camp spaces left. But it was one of those attacks. I love these kind of attacks where everything looks like it's going so good. Something happens where it's like, oh, he is dead in the water, but still still pulls it out. Those are really fun to me. A little more excited than some ones where you just smash a base. So they're nice to see from time to time. So great job, Mike. Next, we're going to go to one of my favorites, literally the best content producer probably on this channel. We got Circle 30 coming in with his awesome Go Vaho, but he also does the Suicide Hound to clear out this whole side of the base. This is just a very few amount of loons. He's going to go ahead and take out the CC with the poison as it beats on that Max Hound. I mean, just a really, really cool looking attack and really cool, really well done. So it goes ahead, takes care of a couple defenses, gets that CC taken care of. Now he's just going to send in his golems. Goes ahead and sends in hogs, one hog at each of these distracted defenses. Really, really smart. If you ever get that opportunity to do that, it's entirely worth it every single time. You can see that golem basically pops because there was so much damage, but he also got 3 defenses down. And that's going to work really, really nicely for him. His king and queen setting up the northern side of that funnel, taking out some defenses. His Valks are coming in, just clearing the trash, and now they're going to start beating into the core of this base. Still has 3 spells left, and doesn't have a lot of hogs, but can really place those hogs at these distracted defenses and really get tons of value. He goes ahead and drops the heal to keep the Valks alive as they start moving through deep into this base, while and it just starts trickling in hogs at these spaces as they go. Goes ahead and drops that second jump spell to give them access to everything they need, and sends in a couple more hogs at at that mortar down there. Everything moves in, starts clearing out these Tesla farms. It's the last major threat. Still has both heroes' abilities. Got the wizards cleaning up the back end after the Valks have cleared. They'll go ahead. The queen will now start beating through a wall, but there's really the 2-point defenses. The only thing that's really up. Has a hog up, has 1 hog in the bag, and then has a few Valks. So we'll go ahead and drop down a giant. Fortunately, it doesn't quite do the tanking he wanted it to. So the hog dies, but at that point, it doesn't really matter because there's enough to get it done. The wizards can shoot over and take out those defenses, and that's what ends up kind of going on. But either way, great job, Circle. Awesome attack. Next, we'll drop down a little bit further here. We got Frog coming in on their number 21, doing an AQ Walk Lalo. I really wanted to show a wide variety of styles of attacks, especially some of these where you're not seeing kind of the typical stuff you're normally doing. It's just really exploiting the weaknesses in a base, and that's, I think, the best way to do your tagging. So he goes ahead, drops down those quakes, and as you can see, that really opens him up to get all 3 of the 4 air defenses, including the high level one. It does have the 3 under level air defenses. Goes ahead, pulls that CC, double poisons that, so things are really starting to slow down, really take that effect. Those queens never really, it doesn't have anything that it needs to worry about because the healers are also in range. As this queen kind of moves around, just takes a little bit of time here. She's clearing these trash buildings, going ahead and beating on some trash, but she's going to work her way back down. To ensure that, he goes ahead and drops the king to take out the trash buildings that would pull her up. Now, his queen almost dies. I mean, just an absolute heart attack moment there. I cannot believe he didn't use the ability, but hey, it works. Goes ahead, drops on the rage, gets her back up to full health, and now the air defenses are going to the next thing on the chopping block, and the hounds are coming in. So he goes ahead, he's got 3 hounds for this 180, just going to soak up every trap in here. And the second hound, I mean, it just dies because it's tanky. 4 Teslas, 2 archer towers, but it allows all these loons to get right up on top of that Tesla farm, which is a major threat in any kind of La Loon attack, especially with the wizard tower so near it. As they do all that, the loons are just absolutely smashing this base. Still has 4 loons. Gets really lucky. The lava hound goes ahead and soaks up 2 black mines, which just give him all those pups, and the cleanup is just going on and just absolutely smashes this base. Total destruction. Just great job, Frog. Really cool attack. Anytime you do an air attack, it's always going to be nice. Going to give you those extra brownie points with me. The final one, we get another one, a Gobo Laloon from Longclaw here. He's going to come in just a second, take out a couple air defenses. He goes ahead, sets down some minions on these that corner building hut, and it's going to clear some trash out. Work really nicely. Comes in with his golem. It's going to do some tanking. Let him set up that funnel. Wants to get that queen, get that air defense, and go ahead and take out kind of as far as they can go. Go in and take out 2 air defenses. And so as everything kind of moves along, his queen poison the queen. Just really smart move. Don't let a queen beat on your golem. Just does a bunch of extra damage. She's going to totally wreck it, and you're going to waste army camp space. It's really good to use that poison to slow down her attack speed. Free poison's where the CC is going to be. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too far forward, but that's okay. His kill squad gets in there. The golem, the queen, the bowlers are doing work. All they need to do is get these 2 air defenses down, and it's over. The bowlers go ahead, take out the second air defense, and at this point, as soon as the queen gets that baby dragon, his raid is absolutely, it's all over pretty much. The loons are just going to come in. He's going to have lava hounds doing all the tanking. There's really nothing more this guy's going to be able to do. Sends in his final hound as his loons start collapsing around the rest of this base. They take out the 3rd air defense. The hound's going to go right over there and tank for just long enough as those loons just start clumping together, coming at everything. Still got the queen up. Fortunately, she does take a little while. Probably could have popped that ability, cleared up a couple defenses a little bit quicker. Goes ahead and drops the heal spell to just keep all those loons alive. But tons of loons, only a couple defenses left. They do take quite a beating there at the end with those 2 red bombs, but had plenty of health because of that heal spell and gets the job done. So awesome job, Longclaw. So great job to everybody at Awakens, especially our base building team. You guys absolutely keep killing it. Seems like every range war we have, they're really struggling to clear our 9s. Great job to everybody over there at LP5. We had a great time learning, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time, guys, stay frosty.